Okay, something else that I want to show you that I think would be helpful for some of your games is this idea of pathfinding. And that again is right now this enemy here is in kind of a fenced in area and we're using instance variables, which is cool. And then we have this kangaroo now, which I want to race, right? So my guy is going to adorn this jetpack and off he goes and he's going to race the kangaroo. I'm just going to pretty much shoot from the hip here. I'm going to get rid of this quick. Hang on. I always want to make sure that there's all of the things that you can do to build your game whilst we're waiting here, okay? So I got this kangaroo and I want him to hop along, right? I did a little animation like I do, boop, 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 okay? How come I can't close this? It's so annoying. So here we go. I have this animation that I want to do, or he hops along and races me, okay? And that is going to be something that we call pathfinding. Now, pathfinding, once you get the basics of it and we get through this, you can use it for just about anything if you're doing a race car one or something like that, okay? But to first is we have to establish some behaviors. And what I want to show you here is I have Roo, right? So I named him Roo. And I'm going to go here and say Roo. And if I look at all of these things, angle, animations, appearance, collisions, you see that these things are categorized, right? This is all standard stuff. But what behaviors do now, right? So if I go back and I'm going to put a behavior on Roo, and as you could probably imagine, I'm going to put the behavior of pathfinding. The moment that I do that, everything's cool, right? And now when I go back to my level 1 events, and I go to do this, and I click on Roo, I come along. Now all of a sudden, look at this. The moment I put that behavior on there, it's added all of these options that I could use for pathfinding, okay? And that's kind of what the idea of what behaviors are. So with that said, I have Roo. I put the behavior that I needed, right? I put the pathfinding on him. But now I need to, put him a path. And you're probably thinking path maybe in storyline, or some of you have thought of other, that you want to do motion paths. So maybe define a path that we want him to go on. Well, that's not the case. What we're going to do is let this game be the game. And instead, what I'm going to do is create a blank sprite, kind of what I talked about earlier. And in that blank, well, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I do want to change this. I want to put my hit spot down here at I'll put it in the corner actually. There. I'm going to go ahead and create this blank sprite. And that's all I really want to do and need to do is, I'm going to put that at the end of this little grassy knoll here, right? Which is a solid. You know that if you want some sort of platform aspect going on here, that's got to be a solid. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to name this thing path. Okay? And that is now going to be kind of the anchor at which kangaroo has to get to, right? And this is pretty much set up now. So all you have to do is put the pathfinding behavior on your kangaroo and then define a path. And again, make sure you're naming these things, okay? So now all I have to do is come back to my level 1 sheet here, and I'm going to start off by not actually having Roo do anything, but I need to set some stuff up, right? This will make sense here in a second. I'm going to set it up by saying system, and I want to use system because of, and here it is, on start of layout, right? So the moment that this layout starts, I want something to happen. Just like in storyline, it's timeline start, captivate, on enter, slide, and all that. So on start of layout, what I want to happen is I want Roo to realize he's got to be looking out for some stuff, right? So I'm going to say, hey, Roo, cruise down, pathfinding. I want you to find a path, okay? And he's going to say, well, what path do you want me to look for? And I am going to use path, right? So it's that blank sprite that I made. I want that .x of that. And then I want the .y, path.y. And the x and y, you saw that I moved that little kind of circle, right, that origin point. That is what it's looking for, okay? So the moment I do that, we're saying on the start of the layout, find that path, okay? Coming back here, you can see it's going to start, and he's just going to start thinking, and Construct's going to start deciding what's the best way for me, as in Roo, to get from here, all the way to here, right? And I want that to happen kind of in the foreground because all of this stuff is happening up here. The next part is I need a catalyst, or I want a catalyst. I don't want him to start hopping along and doing his thing right away because I'm going to be up here battling off snakes and throwing rocks and stuff. So I need some time. So what I opted to do is when my guy, my fella, makes it along and collides with this jetpack, he's going to adorn the jetpack, and then off he goes, and of course the race begins. Okay? So, with that, I am going to say, I'm going to add another event here, and I'm going to say when Guy, where's my guy? Guy, hey Guy. Oh, there he is. When he collides with another object, which we know is the object is going to be the jetpack, okay? What do I want Rue to do? I want Rue to, let's cruise down and see our pathfinding. Here we go. We want him to move along the path, right? The one that they defined and figured out on the start of layout. Okay, now hop along and start doing that. Right? Make sense? Let's see if that works. I'm going to go ahead and hit play here. And off I go. Just run along. Okay, so now when I jump and collide with that jetpack, off go. Whoa! Rue? Okay, so that's a little awkward, as you can imagine. So first things first, we got to jump over here, and we're going to look at our properties with Rue, right? So behaviors, pathfinding. You can see it says rotate object. I don't know why it would want to do that, but there we go. I'm going to leave the rest alone, and I don't know if I might move my origin point here. And then, so let's see what it is, 67,220. 67,220. Okay. So that should be okay. So I got my origin point now, and now he's not going to rotate, or she. I don't know. Sorry. And let's see what happens now. This kind of stinks. I gotta. Just running along. Okay, I made it. Whoa. There, I collided, and off you go. Oh my. What an exciting adventure. Oh, going up the hill there a little bit. Oh, wait. I guess I should. Wait! Rue, wait for me. Wait for me. And there he goes. Okay? And just because of my origin point, and we can figure that out later. But that's that, okay? So everything there is cool, except now I really want to change how my guy looks when I collide with this, okay? And if you look at my guy, what I did was I added another animation, and that's fly. See, there he is in his jetpack. So to kind of make this a little bit better, I am going to say, let's see if I can add this. Yeah, so I can do that. So when Guy collides with the jetpack, I'm going to add an action of saying Guy and set animation, and I want to set it to fly. Done. So let's see what that does. I wonder if that's going to help, unless I want to, yeah, let's see what that does here. Okay. I think I might have oversimplified it, but if it does, I guess that's okay. Oh! Oh, luckily I can just walk through these things here. Here we go, and, oh. Okay. That was super exciting. Not much of a race here. So, let me instead, I think instead of doing that, I'm glad that kind of happened here. So let me, I'm going to delete that. And instead, I'm going to add a new sprite. So bear with me on this. This could be fun here. And that sprite is going to be my guy flying. And I think that's a decent size. I hope it's not too much bigger than what the other one is. And I'm going to duplicate this. I'll show you how I do the animation usually. So I have that. Then I grab this, and I want to just a little something like that. Then I can move it up here. I like to clean up a little bit if I can. And then what I'm going to do is maybe move a little bit. Then I'll put this back. So all I did was that. Now you can see it's going to look like that a little bit, okay? And I definitely want to click on this, call it fly. Definitely want to loop it. So there we go. And I'm going to call this something else. Ooh, definitely need to make them smaller. There, okay. And I will put him right there, like that. Put him right there like that. And I'm going to call him Guy Fly. Guy Fly. And I'm going to make him initially visible now. Oh, I wonder if this is going to work. Okay, let's keep going and see what happens now. Now let's go back to our event sheet. Did I close the event sheet? What in the... So instead of on collision, let's say, so I'm going to say I don't want the guy to... Now I'm going to say destroy. And then I'm going to say guy fly, appearance, set visible to visible. That should work, right? So now I'm saying when my guy collides with that jetpack, I want the actual instance of the guy to go away, but then I want you to see guy fly, so it looks like he kind of jumped into that thing and off he goes, right? So let's see if that works. And then I want to add a behavior to this of, let's just do, where's the direction? Let's just do 8 direction for now. What behaviors do I have? I'm just going to say left and right now. And we'll deal with mirroring later. But that should work out quite nice. So let's see what that does. Hey. Okay, here we go. So off we go, running along, and you know what? Scram, scram, scram. Off I go, off I go, off I go. Relaxing, jump, relaxing and running along. Here we go. Jetpack. Hey, what happened? Well, that was odd. Let's keep going with this because I feel like that should have easily have done that. Why did it not work? On collision with jetpack, I want Rue to move along path. That's fine. I want my guy to destroy, and I want guy fly set to visible. Maybe, just maybe, watch this. So, cancel. Let's go to level 1, and I'm going to say, I'm going to do this. Let's see if it's because of this. So, system on start of layout. I'm going to say guy fly, set visible to invisible. Maybe that's what I have to do. There we go. What the? What's going on? Help me out. What is going on? Is it because of the positioning? Like maybe it has to be like that? And also I want to say jetpack destroy. Well, this is quite interesting. I don't know what's going on here. I guess this is just the nuances of games sometimes, but what in the... Why is that not working? Why is that not working? Let's keep going, folks. Let's keep going. I don't quite get why that wouldn't work. Let's just see if... I have an idea. Let's try this. What position is this? Or maybe I'll have that spawn an object first. Let's try that. Let's try that. On collision, so let's get rid of this. And let's get rid of, where'd that other one go? Here we go. Oh, wait. Oh yeah, look at that. I totally could have put that on start of layout up here. Wasting events. So guy on collision with jetpack, I'm going to say I want jetpack to spawn. Where's spawn? Spawn another object, and I want that object to be guy fly. How about that? But I also want that to happen before destroy. Okay. Let's try this now. Run along, jump, run along, jump, run along, jump. Skating along, apparently. Okay, let's see if, and, oh, there we go. Whoa! Lots happening here. Boy, lots happening. Weird. Definitely have some work to do with that. Do we not? And on top of that, we need to... Why was he so big? Jeez, oh man. Guy Fly was huge. Let's do him down about 225. Again, 225. It seems a little bit better, right? And not only are we going to keep him at 225, I want to go ahead and put a behavior on him. And let me open up my object. Get guy fly out there. And behavior of scroll 2. Where is that? Scroll 2. And then let's see what happens. I mean, this is interesting, huh? Let's bring this way down here so we can actually see the kangaroo. All right, for the 18th time, let's try this now. Running along, jumping, dodging, kicking, skating. Oh boy, now this. Running through things. Fall down here. Whoop! Come on, kangaroo. Come on, buddy. Okay. So I clearly have stuff to do with all of this, but as you can see, it's happening. Work with this as much as you can, if you'd like to. You know how to fix. I don't want to spend too much time. This is like a 4-hour video now. I don't want to spend too much time on that, but you know that's just mirroring when it comes to that. Or it's a matter of fact of changing your stuff and things. So there it is. That's pathfinding. And I will also add another one that gives you kind of a racing pathfinding. So both of those are things that you can use and have fun with it.